In the ancient city of Jerusalem, chaos erupted as a terrifying prophecy from the Bible unfolded before the eyes of its inhabitants. Snakes emerged unexpectedly beneath the sacred dome of the rock, sending shockwaves of fear and confusion among worshippers. But what does this eerie event signify? Is it a sign of impending doom or a divine message from above? Today, we're diving into this gripping video to unravel the mysteries and uncover the truth behind this chilling prophecy. Many people from around the world visit a special place in Israel because of their beliefs. Now, there's a lot of talk about aliens visiting this holy place. It's strange to think about. No one knows why they're here or what they want. Some people think aliens have been secretly coming to Earth without us knowing. Each year, people from different parts of the world travel to Israel for religious reasons. It's a place where many tourists enjoy going because of its unique events. And guess what? Weird things continue to happen in Israel even now. Throughout history, Israel has been a location where amazing and difficult-to-explain things occurred. Stories from Christianity, Judaism, and Islam tell of incredible events there, like the sun not setting, an iron axe floating in the water, a finger-shaped structure in the sky, fiery wheels appearing in the sky, and extraordinary people like Enoch and Elijah ascending to the clouds without dying. Even Jesus ascended after coming back to life. You might think these were just old stories and nothing unusual happens anymore. But suddenly, something shocking happened recently, surprising everyone. It's like we thought everything had settled down, and then suddenly, something unexpected happened. Third Temple construction. The construction of the Third Temple in Jerusalem is of immense importance, holding spiritual significance for various faiths. Just as Muslims hold the Kaaba in high esteem, Christians regard the temple as the heart of their faith, a holy place dedicated to the Lord. Since ancient times, scriptures have instructed people to worship in temples. The restoration of the church by the prophet Joseph Smith emphasized the importance of temples, symbolizing God's love for humanity. The Bible frequently mentions the temple, highlighting its significance as a place of worship and connection with God. However, some misuse the temple for wrongful purposes, betraying its sacred nature. For Jewish and Messianic believers, the Third Temple represents more than just a physical structure. It symbolizes a profound connection with God. According to Ezekiel's teachings, certain aspects of the temple vanished but will return, signifying a restoration. Prophecies indicate that the return of Jewish people to their homeland, particularly after the events of 1948, is part of the preparation for the new temple. Believers see this migration as the fulfillment of biblical predictions, underscoring the significance of these prophecies in their faith. Groups like the Temple Institute and the Temple Mount Faithful movement are actively working towards preparing for the construction of the Third Temple. They engage in initiatives such as breeding a special cow and crafting essential elements for temple ceremonies, all believed to align with prophecies and contribute to the realization of the anticipated temple. Several Israeli organizations are fully involved in preparations for the Third Temple, with the Temple Institute being a prominent example. One intriguing proposal involves setting up a tabernacle-style tent on the Temple Mount, seen as a potentially expedited approach to the end-time scenario. This idea is considered less intrusive and logistically simpler than constructing a permanent building. Additionally, there are proposals for constructing a synagogue in one of the corners of the Temple Mount platform. These diverse strategies reflect the various ideas circulating among groups dedicated to the vision of rebuilding the Third Temple. While some suggest the original temple site was in the city of David near the Gihon Spring, proposing that building a third temple in this location might avoid territorial controversies, discussions about the potential temple location persist. Discovery of the Siloam Pool Staircase. In June 2004, workers maintaining the city's water system stumbled upon a remarkable find, an ancient staircase leading to the Siloam Pool. As they continued excavating, they uncovered more about the pool's history, providing insights into the daily lives of its past visitors. Archaeologists didn't just find a pool. They found a portal to the past, a bustling lake filled with life during Jesus' time. The pool's square shape suggested its ancient origins, while its angled ends offered stunning views of the surroundings. Among the ruins, offerings, and artifacts hinted at the site's profound spiritual significance as more than just a gathering spot. It was a sacred sanctuary where the divine met humanity. With each new discovery, the puzzle of the past began to take shape, revealing connections between history, faith, and everyday life in ancient Jerusalem. The flowing waters of the Siloam Pool held tales of a forgotten era awaiting exploration by those brave enough to delve into its depths. In 29 AD, a remarkable event unfolded in Jerusalem. Jesus, known for his wisdom and healing prowess, engaged in a profound discussion with the Pharisees, the religious authorities of the time. Amidst their conversation, a man blind from birth encountered Jesus unexpectedly. Spectators watched in awe as Jesus applied clay to the blind man's eyes, initiating an incredible transformation. Jesus then instructed the man to wash in the nearby Siloam Pool. As the blind man followed Jesus' directive and immersed himself in the waters, anticipation filled the air. Suddenly, before everyone's eyes, the blind man regained his sight instantly. Word of the miraculous healing spread rapidly, sparking heated debates among religious leaders and scholars, with the Sabbath law becoming a central point of contention, requiring strict rest on the seventh day of the week. The healing of the blind man at the Pool of Siloam sparked heated debates among religious leaders regarding adherence to Sabbath laws. Some argued that Jesus had broken the law by performing the healing on a sacred day. In contrast, others emphasized the compassion and love behind his actions, believing that healing on the Sabbath embodied the true spirit of the day. This event prompted deeper reflections on tradition, compassion, and the power of faith to challenge norms. Scholars revisited old writings to understand the context of the time and reconsider Sabbath rules, leading to intense discussions about compassion, respecting people, and rethinking religious regulations in the face of suffering. The healing at the Pool of Siloam symbolized the clash between tradition and change, strict rule adherence and kindness, challenging people's perceptions of normalcy and prompting them to rethink religious rules. Uncovering the Pool of Siloam was like stepping into a time machine for archaeologists, sparking speculation and wonder about its connection to biblical events. For Christians, it strengthened their trust in the Bible's miraculous stories, while skeptics urged caution, reminding us that its existence doesn't prove every aspect of the story. The Pool of Siloam has become a focal point of discussion, with diverse interpretations regarding its significance. Believers see it as evidence of Jesus' divine power, while atheists offer natural explanations. Historians and archaeologists provide insights into its construction, role in ancient Jerusalem's water supply, and significance in rituals and religious practices. Recent UFO event in Jerusalem. On January 28, 2011, an extraordinary event occurred in Israel that caught the attention of people worldwide, a sighting of an unidentified flying object, UFO, over Jerusalem. A person walking around the city noticed a peculiar ball of light in the sky, which they quickly recorded on camera. The UFO descended close to the rooftops for about 20 seconds before abruptly shooting back up into the sky at an incredible speed. What makes this sighting even more intriguing is that it happened directly over the Dome of the Rock, a significant religious site for Christians, Muslims, and Jews. This location holds immense importance in religious history, being associated with various events from the Bible and other religious texts. Interestingly, sightings of UFOs in Jerusalem are not uncommon. Residents claim to have observed strange flying objects in the sky regularly, turning it into an annual occurrence that puzzles many. However, despite these sightings and recordings, skeptics question the authenticity of such events. Some speculate that these sightings could be hoaxes or misinterpretations, especially in a region with such deep religious significance. Additionally, the quality of videos capturing these events often leaves much to be desired, leading to further doubts about their validity. Moreover, recent sightings of unusual objects in the Middle East, such as a metal ball spotted by a U.S. drone in 2022, add to the mystery surrounding these phenomena. The mystery surrounding the UFO sightings over the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem deepens as questions arise about the authenticity of the videos. One puzzling aspect is the anonymity of the individuals behind the camera. Typically, if someone captures something extraordinary like a UFO sighting, they would want recognition for their discovery. However, the lack of identification raises doubts about the credibility of the videos. Furthermore, the absence of additional witnesses adds to the skepticism. The Dome of the Rock is a popular tourist destination, attracting thousands of visitors daily, especially those interested in religious history. Despite the bustling crowds, no one else reported seeing or recording the strange lights in the sky, raising suspicions about the validity of the sightings. Additionally, discrepancies in the videos raise red flags. One woman mentioned that the light was blinding, yet it didn't seem to reflect off the gold dome below it. This inconsistency suggests the possibility of manipulation, with skeptics speculating that the UFO light may have been added to the video digitally. Faking a simple light effect is much easier than creating a detailed UFO with intricate features, casting doubt on the authenticity of the footage. So the controversy over UFO videos has sparked intense debate, with proponents and skeptics offering conflicting viewpoints. Those who believe in the authenticity of the videos lack compelling evidence to support their claims, while skeptics point to inconsistencies and signs of manipulation. One glaring issue raised by skeptics is the discrepancy in size between the supposed alien spacecraft and the iconic Dome of the Rock. Analysis of the footage suggests that the UFO appears disproportionately small, measuring only about 15 feet in length. This size seems implausible for a craft purportedly capable of interstellar travel, casting doubt on the credibility of the sightings. Experts in the field of UFO research, such as Robert Schieffer, have scrutinized the videos and identified telltale signs of manipulation. Schieffer, with his extensive experience studying UFO phenomena, concluded that the videos were undoubtedly fake. He highlighted the presence of computer-generated effects, particularly evident in the artificially induced camera shaking and noticeable artifacts along the video's edges. The use of sophisticated video editing software further undermines the credibility of the footage. Altering the original recordings with digital enhancements can create the illusion of authenticity, leading viewers to believe they are witnessing genuine extraterrestrial activity. However, careful examination reveals subtle traces of manipulation, exposing the videos as manufactured rather than authentic recordings. Despite the fervent defense of the videos by some UFO enthusiasts, their arguments lack substantive evidence to substantiate the claims of authenticity. The ongoing debate underscores the challenge of discerning truth from fiction in the realm of UFO sightings, where conflicting perspectives and inconclusive evidence fuel speculation and uncertainty. Also, while some individuals attribute such sightings to religious events or miracles, others entertain more pragmatic explanations. One theory posits that the UFOs could be military aircraft potentially engaged in covert operations. However, the unconventional behavior of these objects, such as hovering over rooftops and rapid movements, does not align with typical aircraft behavior, casting doubt on this explanation. Another suggestion is that the sightings may be attributed to the Iron Dome missile defense system, which intercepts incoming threats. However, this explanation seems unlikely, as the Iron Dome is designed to shoot objects upwards, not downwards. In the absence of conventional explanations, some individuals leap to the conclusion that the UFOs are of extraterrestrial origin. These beings, commonly referred to as aliens, are believed to inhabit space beyond Earth. Despite widespread speculation and interest in extraterrestrial life, concrete evidence of their existence remains elusive. Even organizations like NASA, dedicated to exploring the cosmos, have yet to discover definitive proof of alien life. Occurrence of snakes. The unexpected emergence of snakes beneath the serene setting of the Dome of the Rock during prayer activities created chaos and fear among worshippers, disrupting the sacred atmosphere. This incident prompts reflection on its potential significance, particularly within the context of religious symbolism. In both the Bible and the Quran, snakes hold symbolic significance, often representing themes of death, destruction, and evil. The serpent is a universal symbol, embodying primal fears and the concept of poison, both literal and metaphorical. Exploring the significance of serpents in the Bible, Genesis 3 identifies the serpent as Satan, portraying it as a deceptive force leading humanity astray. This interpretation is echoed in other biblical passages, such as Revelation, where Satan is referred to as the ancient serpent. Despite its negative connotations, the serpent also carries positive symbolism in various cultural and mythological traditions. In some contexts, it symbolizes healing, rebirth, and renewal, reflecting the cyclical nature of life through the shedding of its skin. In Christian symbolism, the serpent's significance extends from the narrative of temptation and the fall in the Garden of Eden to the teachings of Jesus and the prophesied return. While traditionally associated with temptation and sin, the serpent undergoes a profound transformation in Christian theology. It becomes a symbol of healing, redemption, and spiritual renewal, reflecting themes of resurrection and the promise of salvation. Within the context of the impending spiritual battle between Jesus Christ and Satan, believers are called to actively engage in combating evil. Metaphorically, eliminating hidden snakes under the holy shrine represents a collective effort to alleviate burdens and participate in spiritual warfare. This underscores the concept of shared responsibility in overcoming darkness and emphasizes believers' essential role in the divine struggle for triumph. Jesus Christ is portrayed as the ultimate serpent crusher, destined to defeat the forces of evil and restore harmony to the world. His reign will usher in an era where even snakes will pose no threat, symbolizing the restoration of peace and the spread of divine knowledge, as prophesied in Isaiah 11:8-9. The appearance of a gigantic snake during the Hajj pilgrimage in Mecca, akin to the event in Jerusalem, instilled fear and uncertainty among Muslim pilgrims. Through these signs, Jesus Christ conveyed a message of unity among Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, urging them to unite in facing impending challenges. However, some Muslims dismiss the significance of the event, as their faith does not recognize Jesus as divine but rather as a prophet. Nevertheless, Jesus warned of the coming of the Antichrist, a figure diametrically opposed to him who would rule tyrannically before the final judgment, serving as a reminder of the ongoing spiritual battle between good and evil. Jewish Messiah. The resurgence of Benjamin Netanyahu as Israel's prime minister after a period of defeat has sparked intriguing speculation among Jewish rabbis regarding his potential role in messianic prophecies. Some rabbis view Netanyahu as a precursor to the Messiah, while others suggest he could fulfill specific messianic roles such as Messiah ben Yosef or Messiah ben David. This perspective is particularly prevalent among ultra-Orthodox Jews in Israel, who closely scrutinize political events in the context of messianic beliefs. Rabbi Yitzki Yurti and Rabbi Manikam Tov Nir previously suggested that Netanyahu could be Israel's final prime minister before the Messianic age dawns. Their views, rooted in Jewish eschatology, have gained traction, especially following Netanyahu's electoral victory in November 2022. Additionally, an old video clip featuring a respected rabbi highlights the expectation for Netanyahu to play a significant role in ushering in the Messiah, adding complexity to Israel's political and religious landscape. While traditional Christian theology holds that Jesus Christ fulfilled messianic prophecies in the Old Testament, some Jewish interpretations connect Netanyahu to messianic expectations distinct from those of Jesus. This viewpoint is reflected in a November 19, 2018 article titled, Netanyahu holding the keys for the Messiah, where Rabbi Schneerson expresses a mix of concern and hope regarding Netanyahu's potential role in messianic events. Rabbi Schneerson's statement, conveying a mixture of concern and hope, underscores the complex sentiments surrounding Benjamin Netanyahu's political journey. Despite facing adversity and criticism, some Jewish leaders believe Netanyahu will emerge victorious and play a significant role in paving the way for the arrival of the Messiah. Rabbi Schneerson's mention of Netanyahu standing tall on God's side and fulfilling promises from the rabbinical tradition adds a layer of anticipation to the discourse, suggesting a symbolic handing over of keys to the Messiah. Similarly, the notion that Netanyahu will hand the wand to the Messiah, specifically identified as the son of David, reinforces the belief in his pivotal role in messianic events. This idea resonates with the expectation that the Messiah will be a descendant of David, aligning with biblical prophecy and Jewish eschatological beliefs. Drawing on John 7:42, which highlights Christ's lineage from David and birth in Bethlehem, the article strengthens the connection between Netanyahu and messianic expectations. This biblical reference further emphasizes the anticipation surrounding Netanyahu's political significance in relation to messianic prophecies. Furthermore, Shem Mishmuel's discussion of the Jewish perspective on the Messiah, depicted as a two-stage process, adds depth to the interpretation. This perspective suggests a nuanced understanding of messianic redemption, highlighting the complexities and layers of interpretation within Jewish theological discourse. The concept of the Messiah, as outlined by Shem Mishmuel, unfolds in two distinct stages, each with its specific roles and responsibilities. The first stage, represented by Mashiach ben Yosef, focuses on practical endeavors such as gathering exiles and building the land of Israel. This phase lays the groundwork for the subsequent stage, which involves the re-establishment of the Davidic dynasty and the construction of the Third Temple. According to this interpretation, Jonathan is anticipated to fulfill the role of Mashiach ben Yosef, embodying the Messiah from the house of Joseph. In the future, he is expected to transition into serving as the second to the Mashiach ben David, representing the Messiah from the house of David and embodying the reincarnation of David himself. This transition is viewed as fulfilling a promise to function as David's second in command, signifying a continuation of the Davidic lineage and legacy. The article underscores the significance of these traditions and beliefs, which have evolved over time and extend beyond biblical scripture. These traditions contribute to a unique perspective, often regarded as Torah reality, shaping how individuals interpret political figures like Netanyahu in the context of messianic expectations. However, interpretations of Netanyahu's messianic role vary, reflecting diverse methods and stages within the broader spectrum of messianic beliefs. This diversity adds complexity to the discussion, particularly when viewed alongside biblical prophecy, which foretells the coming of various messiahs. Additionally, biblical prophecy hints at the emergence of figures such as the Antichrist and the false prophet, as referenced in Matthew 10:5-6. Further complicating the interpretation of contemporary political figures within the framework of messianic expectations. So what do you think of the chaos going on in Israel, fulfilling Bible prophecies in Jerusalem? Comment below and subscribe for more.